At half of the press. Well, my people, me here for drop the real news, news, reviews, everything in a one right this or right there, my people. So all I want to know to do is like up the video, share out the video, subscribe to my channel, my people. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Let's get right into it.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
A blessed good day to you, my wisdom warriors. Wagwan, wagwan. I hope you guys are in good spirit. Well, another one of my wisdom warriors, we're going to talk about the EOJ in the Prime Minister office. I have a full video with Mark Golden explaining everything. So guess what now? I drag on a memory. Can me talk about this from time to time. Some people kept saying to me, if I talk about it, but me talk about it months, span up a months. I mean, even there I tell the people themselves go out and protest, but nobody not interested. So anyway, me I drag on a memory. Me want to listen to this. The parliamentary opposition on Tuesday resisted efforts by the government to pass a bill to subsume the office of the political ombudsman into the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, ECG. Former government minister Carl Samuda also broke ranks with the government, warning the Andrew Holness-led administration against tampering with the Electoral Commission of Jamaica. This is arguable the most far-reaching. It's one of the most important institutions of not only Jamaica, but the entire hemisphere. Samuda said of the ECG, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck, them need to change that, because him no damn Justice Minister. Him a thief. Because of that them want do. They want to rub up the election. And that them want to Andrew Holness win. And this is unacceptable. My viewers and subscribers, let me continue to read some more. Because them get me upset. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck, who tabled the bill and signaled his intention to take it through all its stages on Tuesday, argued that there was an urgent need to have an adjudicator to police the conduct of politicians in the run-up to the local polls, which are due before February 28th. My viewers and subscribers, uno no see a thief, they want thief election. Uno no see the little trick. Uno no see the little trick. It's a strategy. This is a strategy. Mark Golden don't know nothing about this. Nothing never come to Mark Golden. Uno just come, gather up, uno plan up, uno come in a parliament, table it out. Remember, say Mark Golden opposition side don't know nothing about this, Table this out. I want Mark Golden to agree. For what reason? You think uno thinks that Mark Golden an idiot? What uno want? Why uno want ombudsman or whatever they want to call it? What make uno want the electoral take over the role of that? Why? Because uno have something up on a blasted sleeve. Uno have something up on the sleeve and uno want to rub up the election because uno know so uno not leading at the poll. So this is the strategy, my viewers and subscribers. This is, I'm glad all Carl Samuda see, because Carl Samuda, he want the best for Jamaican people. And that him want the best. This is why him disagree with it. This is why he disagree with it. I mean, applaud him for that. I'm really surprised. That Carl Samuda come out strong on them. Carl Samuda stand firm, my viewers and subscribers, with opposition members against subsuming OPO into ECG. You understand? The man not agree because I said this a man and the man knows said this is a dangerous party to go down, I'm always telling us that enough of them in the know. Say Andrew Holness no good, but enough of them afraid to come out. You understand? Enough of them afraid to talk. Me tell you, man, this is really unacceptable. Them are something here. Why them are hurry to do all of that before election? Because them are plan for steal election. Them are plan for tamper with it. And that them are do. I don't think a joke thing, a serious thing. This is what they're trying to do, my viewers and subscribers. All right, I'm going to make you hear Mark Golden and how Mark Golden respond to this. Yeah, me not even go play Delroy Chuck because me don't know why I'm not going to sit down with him all self. Me don't know why I'm not going to sit down. Every time he come, he have a problem with Integrity Commission. He have a problem with every blasted thing. This, you see, when you notice that Juliet Holness not in there, them plan for it. That's why Juliet Holness, she not turn up. The whole of them, you see, not turn up and left it to Delroy Chuck. Delroy Chuck, a house leader, you know. Delroy Chuck is the house leader for Parliament. You understand? So they leave this up to Delroy to deal with. Delroy Chuck will come out and talk off him mouth and say whether Juliet Holness attack true or false, or right or wrong, her final decision is her final decision because she's the Madam Speaker. This a man I know. Mark Golding have no clue of what is happening. And true because the election, I see them rush it up because they want thief election. Because Andrew Holness insists saying now we no matter, hey, don't be fooled by the crowd. Don't be fooled by GLP crowd. Andrew Holness knows say now go win. So they come up with a strategy. My viewers and subscribers, listen to how Mark Golding handle this.
I hear the words of the Minister of Justice seeking support for this bill. And the truth is that this idea of reposing the responsibilities that were vested in the office of the political ombudsman under the Principal Act, reposing them in the Electoral Commission in some way, has been promoted for some time. And indeed, I believe members on this side had at times indicated that that was a good idea. But with the passage of time, I must say that, speaking for myself, I have grave misgivings about it. First of all, I'm going to speak about the process by which this bill is coming here. We have not been sent a copy of this bill. We're seeing it for the first time when it's tabled this afternoon. I don't know whether there are errors in it. It's repealing and amending numerous provisions in the Principal Act. We have seen where bills that have been pushed through here before have errors in them and are going to have to be fixed by subsequent legislation. We're seeing it with the firearms legislation, and indeed we're seeing it with the other amending bill that was tabled by the Minister with responsibility for transport today, the Road Traffic Reprieve and Nullification of Prescribed Notices Amendment Act 2024, which is seeking to correct things in the Principal Act passed a year ago, the Road Traffic Reprieve and Nullification Prescribed Notices Act 2023. So something like this should not be tabled and passed on the same day, because we should need to have a chance to look at it more carefully. Secondly, this impacts the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, and matters to do with electoral law have been approached in a bipartisan way for the last 30 or so years in this country, 40 years. For good reason, because we come from a history of intense partisanship in our politics, which has at times spilled into the realm of violence. And we have tried our best as a nation to evolve away from that. And the Electoral Advisory Committee, which has through various iterations become the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, which subsumes the Electoral Office of Jamaica, has built an enviable reputation for its expertise and its independence. And the reason why that has happened is because of the approach, the convention, so to speak, by which both political parties have operated in relation to that institution to try and ensure that as much as possible things proceed in a bipartisan way. Therefore, if you are going to proceed with legislation to integrate the political ombudsman's office or functions through legislation into the ECJ, surely there ought to have been some bipartisan discussion on the specific provisions that you are bringing to Parliament. There has been none. The last thing I heard about this before a week or so ago, when our representatives on the ECJ told me what was being proposed, what I'd heard before was that what was being proposed was to save costs by establishing within the Electoral Office of Jamaica a position that would be supported administratively by the existing administrative arrangements of the Electoral Office, So there would not have to be a duplication of administrative staff, and that office would play the role of the political ombudsman. Apparently that idea lost favor and morphed into the commissioners themselves becoming the political ombudsman. And as I said before, I think the process that is being followed is wrong. I do not think we should be seeking to pass this bill today. I think we should have proper discussions about it and a period of time to reflect on whether or not it's going down the right path. From a substantive point of view, my misgivings are that the Electoral Commission has achieved a level of stature in the society, even internationally, because it is perceived as being independent and out of the fray. And it takes its decisions not by favoring any political party, but in the interest of fairness and efficiency of the electoral system. And that is a very valuable reputation to have developed. That stature should not be diluted, or we shouldn't play games with it. By investing these responsibilities in the ECJ, they are now going to have to adjudicate like a quasi-judicial body on matters that will be intensely in dispute between partisans in the political process. And that is now changing the character of the ECJ by giving them functions which are completely inconsistent with the detached, independent and objective aura that they have enjoyed for so long, where they have the nominated representatives and the selected representatives. The two political parties have, I think, 2 representatives on the commission each, and then there are the independent persons or persons of repute, and indeed the way they are appointed by the Governor-General, there is a consultation process between the Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition, so that we typically would enjoy, whoever's there as an independent body are those the nominated representatives. The nominated representatives typically enjoy the trust and confidence of both political parties because of the way in which that convention has worked. So I think this is going down a dangerous and wrong path. I do not think that the ECJ commissioners should take on this function of being an adjudicatory body on political disputes in the heat of election campaigns. That is completely inconsistent with the way in which they have operated in the past. And I don't think we should be going down this route. That's my own view. Secondly, what I've heard the minister say is that they are to function as a political ombudsman as an indivisible body. Now, I believe there are 9 ECJ commissioners. 9. This is like the US Supreme Court, which has 9 justices on it when it sits. Does that mean that when a dispute has to be adjudicated, all 9 have to be present? There are no regulations governing the procedure for the adjudication of these matters. This piece of legislation doesn't have anything in it about the adjudication procedure that they will be obliged to follow to comply with the rules of natural justice, but also to allow them to operate with some efficiency, given that there are 9 of them. If one is absent, does that mean a hearing can't be held? Or 2? There are no procedures to govern how they operate, and it should not come here without those procedures being part of it, because those procedures will themselves be contentious, or could be, and ought to be something that there is bipartisan support for. This bill here says nothing about how this indivisible body of 9 commissioners will operate in practice and in law when a matter comes before them where 2 or more persons in the political fray have had a dispute of one sort or another in the heat of the electoral process. So I don't think this is ready. I don't think it's a good idea, and I cannot support it. The process is wrong. We were not involved in the development of this bill. We never had a chance to look at it. We do not know if it has errors or not. And in principle, I think it's going down a dangerous route. And I acknowledge, Minister, that in the past we may have supported this idea. But with the passage of time and the discussions that we've had, especially recently internally, at our executive and so on, we have a grave concerns that this is not the right approach to be taking. And I don't like the idea of us having a difference of view in this forum on a matter like this, because that's not how we've operated in relation to the ECJ in the past. So it really pains me to having to be saying these things. But I have no alternative, because I hold these views strongly, and I think I'm right in principle, and I have to articulate my position on it. So, Mr. Speaker, I cannot support this legislation, either because from the point of view of the process by which it got here, which is deeply flawed, and because substantively I think it's a wrong approach. It's a dangerous approach, and it will not inure to the benefit of Jamaica's electoral system. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
So my viewers and subscribers, honestly say this is all a plot. This is all a strategy. Them a plan. Why them a rush and a kill up themselves? Because they know so they not have this lack. Me see Everall Warming Tap, get up. Chat off him mouth. Nigel Clark, get up. Nesta Morgan, get up. Run off the mouth. Daryl Vaz, run off him mouth. I go and let them have the place locked. And them know they not have the place locked. This is why them come up with this. Because they want tamper with election, catch them want win. This is not right. And me like the way how Mark Golding handle it. Simple. I like the way how Mark Golding handle it. Them just come up with this. Plan up what them a plan up. Come, table out. And look from when we are wait for Juliet only table out. The 16th in a parliament and all now. But you but in a one day, they'll send out Del Right Chuck for come do all of this. I said then send out Del Right Chuck for come do it. That's why Juliet Oneness never come. Because she knows it not gonna look good pan fear. Pan fear face it not gonna look good. Them know what them are do. Them are wicked. Them know exactly what they're doing. And Mark Golding, I stand with you, sir. I stand with you. I'm like the way how you angle this. Time come now. If this no make you open on eye and say Andrew Honest and a good man. And he's not a fair person. Me don't know what else. Mark Golding has sent out a message to all Jamaicans. And this was on his IG page. Over there, I go get it just now, my viewers and subscribers. And he said, I do not think this ready. I do not think this is a good idea. The process is wrong. We have not had a chance to review it. We do not know if it has errors. It is going down the wrong route. I cannot support this legislation. It's a dangerous approach. Dangerous approach. On the ear where Mark Golding say, my viewers and subscribers. So I want everybody to take a stand. You see things like this, on the need to touch a road and protest against it. Andrew Holness and the whole administration a plan for tamper with election. And that them a do. And this is so unacceptable. I commend, I applaud Mark Golding for standing up for us. I applaud him. So my viewers and subscribers, tell me what you think. Put an honest opinion in the comment section. Like up the video, share it out, and subscribe to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Big up on the nice clean self. I'm out.